My gate doesn't even have a lock, and other gas bill horror stories. Bills doubling in a house that was empty for 2/3 of a bill cycle, meter readers saying locked gates exist where there's not even a lock, and discovering you owe thousands because nobody could give you a real meter reading. Gas rage just got worse. More angry customers have shared their horror stories over estimated usage gas bills in the wake of our news.com.au story of being hit with bill increases of up to 70% thanks to a practice which is short on official meter reads and long on guesstimated usage. And it emerged that, while estimated usage bills may be legal and acceptable to the companies issuing them, that's not the case for many consumers who are fast going from simmering rage to full burn. Overwhelmingly, the message to the billing companies was while they might not be doing anything illegal, but they're fooling nobody with the excuses. And consumers don't like it. Some are hitting back by guesstimating what they owe and not paying a cent more. And while most frustration came from outrageous bill increases, there were cautionary tales from others, like Paul Meager, who found himself owing a few thousand after his bill was finally read properly when he moved out. We owed thousands. Mine was estimated for years without my knowledge, then when we moved out, discovered we owed them a few thousand. When a final reading was done, technically I owed it as I used it, but would have budgeted a lot better if it were accurate the whole time. Poor form, he wrote in a Facebook post. Colin Sudweeks posted that his most recent bill of more than $500 was more than double that of the previous quarter. This is supposed to be an actual read, but was an estimate. I contacted them, and they cancelled the whole bill and were worried because it's been over a month since and haven't had a bill reissued. A 6-month bill will be very difficult to pay. Others revealed that, rather than pay astronomical estimated usage bills or enter the merry-go-round of trying to get the meters officially read by a meter reader, they instead do their own reads and paying what they think they owe. That's what Jose Mason claimed. My gas bill doubled from the same time last year, even though in the same month I wasn't even here due to renovations for 8 weeks. And that my meter wasn't easily accessible for the bill before this one, which was a load of ST. There was no obstructions at all, so when I disputed the last bill that was estimated and gave them what was on the meter, it wiped $600 off the bill. He wrote. And it seems the problem doesn't stop with gas bills, with some consumers complaining they'd been victims of estimated usage for their electricity bills and water bills. Origin Energy does the same with electricity. Their estimate was 4 times the actual usage. Catherine Kovacs posted. No plans to pay. Meanwhile, on Twitter, Aggle was offering a link to the reasons gas bills are estimated in response to one's customer exchange. Almost ironically, down the side of the webpage was a list of community results, with more mentions of inflated bills and complaints about estimated usage bills. I am not paying $1,000 and I paid what I was supposed to pay. I don't have a $1,000, so no, I will not pay it at Glenergy. Meanwhile, Twitter user Anna had no plans to pay Aggle the $1,000 she'd been told she owed. I'm not paying $1,000 and I paid what I was supposed to pay. I don't have $1,000, so no, I will not pay it, she wrote. Some critics of the system called for estimated billing to be banned, a class action, or for gas companies to be charged interest on the amounts that were returned to customers. While some people seemed unruffled, saying the guesswork was taken out if the companies were contacted with readings, others said that was not the point. Steve Hosking described the conduct as unconscionable. How can a retail customer be charged by a company for a product they never received used? He posted. Like me going to the supermarket, buying milk and getting charged for a 20-pack of nappies that I never used or wanted. How will a utility know that I've been on a 6 to 8 week holiday? You shouldn't have to contact them, wrote Gareth Collins. The phantom lock access, or meter readers claiming a lack of it, proved a particular bugbear, with many references to meter readers claiming things like locked gates on gates that had no locks, and customer service representatives telling people that meter reading data hadn't been filed in time for bills to be corrected. Michaela Smith's experience, the case of the phantom lock and the disappearing meter reader, seemed too ridiculous to be true. "I'd be interested to know what they based their estimations on," she posted. "I just got a bill for $600, and when I complained, it turned out to be $90. Why are the estimations never in the customer's favor? I keep telling them there is no need to estimate, the gas meter is right by my front door. Apparently all of a sudden lately they haven't been able to access it due to a locked gate. My gate doesn't even have a lock." She followed up with, "I have found a meter reader in my yard, and not knowing who he was I asked him, and he ignored me and walked off. Next bill, another estimation due to no access. Not only was it accessible, I was right there and could have given him access. He had obviously already typed in his data and just couldn't be bothered. That bill was a good $600 over too." Other posts said meter readers claimed fences that didn't exist, and one claims that entry hadn't been possible because of the presence of a dog when the customer had no pets. Terrence Smith was mystified as to why meter readers hadn't been able to access his meter for the past year, when access hadn't changed in the 40 years since the house was built. His meter had been read for 39 of them. "Tracy Mann's gas meter is in the middle of her unfenced front yard. Somehow they didn't have access. I threatened to sue them for fraud, and my bill magically dropped from $600 to $87, she said. Jamina, the company responsible for reading meters, denied last week that it was aware of meter readers not turning up for reads. Try telling that to Carol Telford, who stayed home just so the meter reader can access the meter. They don't show up. Then you get an estimated bill because, they say, the meter reader couldn't access the meter. BULLST. Debbie.ship@news.com.au